This video examines the Supreme Court en banc case of Calixto versus attorney Baleros, decided on October 3, 2023. We will discuss the ethical issues regarding professional conduct and accountability. This case is a landmark ruling concerning notarial integrity, constructive service on missing lawyers, and the formal commencement of disciplinary penalties under the Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability. The dispute arose when the Calixto spouses fell victim to fraudulent transactions. A special power of attorney purportedly authorizing the sale of their home was notarized by attorney Baleros without the owner's knowledge or consent. The court identified several notarial infractions, including the absence of personal appearance, the authentication of a forged instrument, and the omission of mandatory notarial details, which collectively breached public trust. In this case, the Supreme Court addressed significant legal issues, focusing on procedural due process, substantive ethical infractions, and establishing a new standard for the execution of disciplinary penalties. On the issue of due process, the court held that a lawyer has a mandatory duty to keep their IBP records current. Failing to update contact information does not grant a lawyer immunity from disciplinary proceedings through constructive notice. Under the new Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability, notarizing a document without the personal appearance of the affiant is classified as a serious offense, reflecting the high public interest in notarial acts. The court noted an aggravating circumstance in this case. The respondent had a prior administrative record and a previous suspension, justifying the imposition of a stiffer penalty. Addressing a novel procedural issue, the court ruled that if a lawyer's whereabouts are unknown, their suspension commences upon constructive receipt of the decision at their official IBP address to ensure accountability. The final dispositive order includes a 2-year suspension from the practice of law, revocation of her notarial commission, and permanent disqualification from holding any future notarial appointments. Key takeaways from this ruling emphasize that personal appearance is non-negotiable for notaries. Lawyers must maintain active IBP records, and repeat ethical violations will result in increasingly severe sanctions. This concludes our summary of the Supreme Court's decision in the Calixto versus attorney Baleros case. Thank you for watching.